Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller prospecting. Welcome to another Tuesday night gold panning fever, episode number 126. I'm gonna go see if I can't catch up on chat a little bit. Somewhere in Ohio. Well, thank you for popping in. Hope your plans are better than just hanging out looking at my ugly mug, but thanks for popping in. A3 Sky Warrior, I'm guessing you're laying on the floor, bad back. That's my guess. That'd be my guess. At any time anyone's on the floor. Or, I don't know. Maybe you are at work. Just on the sales floor or something. Ronnie's Digs, thank you for being here. HD Chevrolet, thank you for being here and being a mod. I appreciate it. PA Patriot Prospecting, how's it going, brother? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Wheeze and Geezer, Donna, thank you both for being here. Appreciate you both being here and being mods. I really do. And Weezin, man, you've been doing some hunting. I've been tracking you on Facebook. I just always on my phone, so I never reply. But man, you've been hunting galore. Who else we got in here? Chat just moved up a whole bunch. James Culver, how's it going, brother? Thank you for being here. Charles King, Richard B. Oh no, and Tiny Cat's here. He hears me talking. But all right, I think Meek 1000. Mike from the Gold Vlog, how's it going? All right, let me move this to live chat so I can kind of keep track where I'm going. Ortiz, thank you for being here and being a mod. Woot woot, Jonathan Brewer, thank you for being here. Man, you should see my basement stairs, Jonathan. It's the same way. I have stuff down here that I'm planning on bringing upstairs, and at the top of my steps, I put stuff that's supposed to come down here and be put in the studio, and they sit there for months. Wrenches, Repairs, and Prospecting, thank you for being here. KC Sring, SRIP63, Nightbot. Nightbot just posting like crazy, man. But there we go. I think I'm pretty much Rocky Mountain Prospecting. Thank you for being here. All right. I think I'm getting there. Nathan, well, good morning. Man with all the gold and snakes and sharks. So there we go. All right. Let me open up my thing. Pop out chat. Move everything so I can see things in real time. Include my ugly mug so I can see my camera, make sure everything's working. Home's doing prospecting. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Can y'all hear that? Tiny Cat's tearing up the steps. He must be going to check to see what's up on the top of them. Think it's supposed to be down here. Package Total. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. T-Rep Adventures. Who else did I miss? Rocky Mountain Prospect. I think I got everyone. Blistering Barnacles. So hopefully everyone's doing good. I was trying to catch up on my videos while I was down here. Wasn't doing a very good job of it though. I kept getting sidetracked. Yes, I know. Next Tuesday. So, and you're gonna be out. You're gonna be all next weekend, I think, right? I'll message you tomorrow. So yeah, today we're going to be panning some John R. Prospector Paydirt. I won this bag of Paydirt. I don't even know when. Last year, I'm guessing I won this early last year, I think, because he's asked me multiple times when I was going to pan it out. He does have a video where he made this, and I could not find it. I know I saw the video. Maybe it was a live show where he was making it, and that's why I couldn't find it. But he showed him made it in this, and this was second place. I want to say it had half a gram in it. I'm pretty sure I had half a gram. I think the winner, the first place, got 1 gram. So originally I was thinking about putting it on my shelf and, adding it to the rest, but I'm trying to keep every bag up there as being 1 gram. So, when one of these days I keel over in my basement and my kids come down here, they can just count the bags and know how much is there. I don't want every one of them to be different. So, all right, Saturday morning. All right, brother. Well, if I do post the part 2 for Patreon members, I'll post it Friday. So, yeah, I've been moving stuff around and changing things. I just need to kind of pull everything down. I need to go get some more lights to just be on those, especially the top shelf. So I need to put one more light for the stuff on the top shelf. So it just sucks. My ugly mug takes up so much of the camera, but it hides a lot of the stuff on the shelf. Like even on the bottom shelf, you can't see all the stuff on the bottom shelf. See, these are all my stamps for all my Paydirts. Those are on the bottom, but you can't see those because the ugly mug's in the way. So Shane Berthero, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Yeah, I couldn't find anything if I was out panning either. I don't think I would. Yeah, the neon sign it was like a really cheap one that somebody sent me, like a really, really like $20 one. And the only way to turn it on and off is the remote, and the remote is just junk. So, I don't want to throw it away because it's, somebody sent it to me. So, it's one of those things. I left it up there. I'll probably end up ditching it though and putting a light back there just so my Gold Rush train will be spotlit. So, because I got tired of playing with it. Sometimes it would work, and so some shows it was on and some shows it was off, but most of the time it was off because, it's just the remote won't turn it on. And it wouldn't change the colors or anything else, so, Beerman's Gold Prospect, how's it going? So, but yeah, that's why I originally got, he asked me about the sign. I put it up there because I was like, yeah, I need something just because all my lights are kind of forward or facing straight down. Straight down for the overhead and then straight down for the panning station. And I only have one kind of facing me. And it's kind of facing kind of down towards me. So it doesn't really get the top light. Because if I point it up there, then I get big shadows. So, lighting sucks. It's just something, I can tell you each one of my LED lights, I have 4 of them in here, were $100 each. I mean, so I don't want to buy a 5th one to spotlight up there. They're just way too expensive. So eventually, I will have one of these days, I will have this studio the perfect way I want it, and then I'll keel over the next day or close my channel. Like my sink, I don't know if anyone notices ever, but my sink is actually sideways. When I put the sink in, when I cut the hole wrong. So my sink is sideways instead of long ways the way it's supposed to be. So it kind of, and I don't want to go buy a new piece of plywood. It's one of those things. John R. Prospect, how's it going, brother? Thank you for being here. Finally panning out your Paydirt. Finally, it's only been like over a year, but we're finally getting there. Yeah, you don't want to lose that vial for anything you find. Jason G, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone coming in. Occasional Outlaw, thank you for being here. There we go. You're behind on jar. Yeah. It's hard, because a lot of times, here I go, shrinking again. The ever shrinking man. My old chair, see, one of the things, my old chair used to have like feet rest on it, and I got rid of that chair and brought in a new chair because it's kind of smaller to fit my studio. But I have nowhere to put my feet, so I tend to kick my feet back, and I keep hitting the lever to drop myself. And I don't feel like buying a new chair. But yeah, it's always hard to find stuff, like I still have Chef V Paydirt that I've had forever. I got some newer HD, but I got some MJ IRL Paydirt up there as well. But that one I don't think has any gold in it. It's just black sands. So that's for a day where I don't mind just panning for a long, long time. So I might end up opening it one day and we'll just start panning a little bit out of it every time or something for the shorter shows. Who knows? Hey, Banshee Mining, how are you? Man, that toothpick mining thing, the Nano has blown up. Everybody has a video on it. Everybody has a video on it. It's funny because I got one coming in, I think next week, somewhere like next week, and I was going to have a video for the end of the month on, but now it's like, I don't even know if I should put a video up. Everyone's got a video on it. So I still want to play around with it. It looks really cool. I think that's what the main reason is. It looks cool. It's just not a typical sluice. 90% of people you see are sluices. And anytime you see any contraption that looks like it's not a sluice, they tend to be very, very expensive, like really astronomically expensive. You know, you can either go get a $40 sluice and play around with it, or you can go get a $400 gold cube, or what's the thing called? Like the drop, I think it's called the gold drop or something. That's like $1,500. So it's definitely cool looking. So I'm excited to get it and play with it. So we'll have to see. Wrenches, repairs, and prospecting. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that so much. Thank you very much. So, and just for that, maybe we'll go and start doing some panning just so everyone. Yeah, I saw Vendettas. I was watching, I don't want to butcher his YouTube channel, but MBMC. I was watching him setting up his new mine because I haven't caught up any of his videos since he started opening his mine. So I was watching him do the timbering on his mine and stuff like that. And then I just had the Vendetta one open in another tab upstairs so I could watch his as well. I sneak peeked a couple little scenes just to see how he had it set up. But it definitely looks really cool. I'm not too ecstatic about the capture rate. You know, that's what I want to play with it to see if there's a way to improve it to make the capture rate better. So, but we'll have to see. Occasional Outlaw, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, both of y'all. Wrenches and Outlaw, Occasional Outlaw. Thank you both very much. All right, Alan Jackson, well, I appreciate you popping in. Thank you very much. Me, T, thank you for popping in and sticking around. So with all those people giving me money to stop showing my ugly face, we're going to go pan out some John R. Prospecting Paydirt. And again, this is somewhere. Maybe, John, you can post the link or give it to one of my mods and they'll post it or something. But I thought it was a live show maybe where you showed you making this bag of Paydirt. I tried to look it up before, but I could not find it. I'm just horrible at looking up stuff sometimes. But maybe it was a live show where you actually showed you making these bags, and I'm pretty sure, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it was second place. I know that because I have pictures of it as second place. But it was second place, and I think it was a half a gram, so... Hey, Metal Fender guy, Brad Walker. No, I haven't done the XL Scoop Golden Paydirt, and I would 99% of the time I would tell you it's not a good bag of Paydirt. if it's from Golden Paydirt, it's not a good bag of Paydirt. My last review of them, I didn't bash them too horribly, just because I thought they actually put some decent sized gold in there compared to what most companies do with gold, but it still wasn't a great ROI. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was 50%. I think it was a 50% ROI. So, I would stay away from them. There's so many better channels. If you just go to here, I'll even post it here just so, you can't mistype it. If you just go to my website, millerprospecting.com, there's a top 10 list of sellers on the left. You're better off going with them. And for $46, you can go over to Vendetta Prospecting or to Gold Nugget Sales. They both have half-gram bags. They're guaranteed to get a half-gram. And I guarantee you won't get a half-gram out of that bag from Golden Paydirt. So, Donna, thank you very much, Donna. See, everyone's just throwing money because I keep saying it. Now that you threw money, I'm going to take my ugly mug off the camera. So... Beaches is where it's at now. I think beaches is where it's at. It's one thing. You can go to a river and search and search and search, and you'll find a couple little pieces. I think the key now for most people that want to be recreational miners is beaches. Moving material, and then the only problem with beach mining is you have to invest in equipment. You can't just go there with a little 12-inch sluice and throw some sand in there. You've got to do a lot of shoveling and have, a 4-stack, 5-stack gold cube with some dream mat in it or something else, and do something like that. But I think if somebody's interested in gold mining, I think they're better off going to some of the beaches. A lot of these beaches have gold on them, and there's it's washing up on the beaches constantly. So hey, John R. I don't know. Here, if you email me, I'll be more than glad to talk to you about it, because I do have... I'll have to look. I had it for a while. I might have but I might have Rhett's phone number. So, if you email me, we can talk about it. I think there's a law where they have to honor it. I mean, I'm pretty sure companies can't just ditch their, they're kind of out of business, but there's golden beaches in Florida. They're just typically gold coins and they wash up after the hurricanes from the sunken ships. Yep. And I do. Chris with a K, how's it going? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yep. I do keep up with my website. I've finally got my website where it's pretty much 99% complete. I mean, there's still a couple areas I want to add to it, but I haven't started adding to it. But everything from years ago where I kind of lost everything has been fully put back into it. I have all the reviews on there, and I keep track of my top 10s. In fact, I'll probably, right after we finish up with the championship Super Bowl, Paydirt Super Bowl, we'll be revamping that top 10 because it's going to reflect more on how the battle goes. So, yeah, just email me. Like I said, I do have some of Rhett's information. So even if I just send him a text or something and ask him, because that would suck to lose that. Hey, OnlyPans. I like the name, OnlyPans. That's a good name. All right, so everybody has tipped me. They're tired of looking at my ugly mug. Let's go pan out some John R. Prospecting Paydirt. Let me make sure I have my panning cam up, and I do, it looks like. So we will shrink this down and go pan some Paydirt. So let's move some stuff around, let everyone talk to themselves. Hey Jeff, I don't base my top 10 strictly off of ROIs or anything else like that, because if you have 3 sellers that all guarantee a 1 gram bag of Paydirt, but one ships once a week, one ships once a month, and one ships once a year, obviously they're not all the same. So I do adjust things based on other criteria. I am doing my Super Bowl battle, my championship battle, 16 bags of Paydirt, all with 1 gram. And that's going to really, once it ends in December, I'll probably really relook at some of these sellers. And I've got some new sellers coming up that I'm going to be reviewing in the next couple of months that sell bags of Paydirt, and maybe they'll make it up there. So, but honestly, I don't see the top 10 moving around too much, other than maybe someone dropping off and someone being added on. Because I think Northern Nevada Gold, I like them. They're a good company. They give you a good, decent ROI for $80, which is a bag of Paydirt. But unfortunately, it's, 3 or 4 little flakes and 1 big picker. So it's just not as much fun. And I'm sure there's some better companies out there that are a little bit more fun. All right, let me. All right. Let me get some gloves on and stuff. Where's my chat? Does this mean all new stickers only pans? What's up, Vendetta? The other Mike in the house. Last year's championship winner. We'll have to see how he does this year. He's trying to influence the judge right now with that $4.99 tip. I am kidding. I am kidding. But thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Mike. I was talking to everyone earlier about trying to watch your nano setup. All right. I think we're all set up. Everything is rigged. Everything is rigged in life these days. You know that. All right, let's open this up. Now, I don't remember, see, like I said, I remember watching him make these bags. And, well, I just opened the bag and now I know. And I was going to say, I thought there was gems and other things in here. And there are. See, really nice Peridot right there. So I will try to pull some of these out as I get them. As I can. I don't have another pan here. We'll just put them in. We'll put them in something. Pull any of them nicer looking pieces out we see. I'm doing good, brother. I was telling everybody I was trying to watch your nano video for earlier, but I'm gonna have to save it and watch it later tonight. You got a nice little setup looking. Yeah. This is too bright. Here, let me see. Nah. There, look here. So we're just gonna start panning. We'll pick out stuff as we pan. I see some silver. My favorite. I'm gonna have to grab my tweezers, I guess. And I'm still waiting for my present from I Am Zaxxon too. I'm waiting for my present from everybody. I'm waiting for my Christmas. All right, here we go. Yeah, there is some. I saw some crystalline silver in there. That's what I said. I tried to look up the video, but I wasn't sure if it was a video or a live show. It was probably a live where you were making it and then pulled the names out. But Wanda, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And if I miss anything in chat, I apologize. If you tag me or say it multiple times, eventually I'll catch on, or one of my mods will tell me to catch on. And if I miss anything, these are just going in Tuesday tailing, so, if I miss any silver, it eventually will go to somebody that wins. What, Paydirt? I don't know. I have to think about it for a minute. Let me pan it for a minute. I mean, I know it's not Lynch. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, I'd say this is Gold Nugget Sales. Because it looks like it's got a lot of shell in it or quartz. I don't know. Fancy Nancy, thank you for joining us. The one and only, thank you for joining us. Tweezer time. Is this Miners Depot? I've only panned out 2 bags of Miners Depot. I never really got to pan out a lot of Miners Depot because they kind of closed right after I started reviewing them. So you got a couple little pieces of gold in there, some really tiny pieces. And an eBay nugget as well. So starting to find some gold. Yeah, I really wish I had a whole bunch of battles planned with Miners Depot. It really sucks they closed. And yeah, there was some silver, crystalline silver in there. You won't be able to see it in there either because that's shiny. But next time I show it, I'll bring the pan up a little bit closer. Keith and Win, AU Prospecting, thank you for joining us. I mean, I knew who it wasn't. See, it's much easier to narrow things down by saying who it's not. Like, I knew it wasn't Lynch. I knew it wasn't Vendetta. I knew it wasn't anything really from Arizona because it's just not dark enough. But like I said, yeah, I've only panned out, I think, 2 bags of Miners Depot. It was just one of those companies, you know, it's just, there's another company too, AB Prospecting, that I just never reviewed a lot because they don't have a guarantee, and, you know, you don't want to just start stockpiling somebody with no guarantee and then find out, you know. Miners Depot will open again November 1st. Selling Paydirt or just letting you go to their gold camp? I have to go look and keep a track of that. Because I was surprised that they closed their Paydirt. I mean, I still knew they were still having to do town runs. So you just say you're only going to ship, you know, certain days. You ship on the, you know, 10th, the 20th, and the 30th. So people know, hey, I'll order on the 19th, and that way it's only 1 day wait. You know? I don't think Miners Depot ever did a Black Friday sale. There's only one company that ever really did Black Friday sales. We all know who that one is. And I'm just letting all the gems go off the side. And there is some silver. So all these shinies, this is silver, silver, silver. It's too small for me to pick up with my tweezers. So we're just going to go for the gold. Let's see. Oh, a lot of fine gold. Lots of tinies. This is all silver. Lots of tinies and 3 more of those eBay nuggets. I mean, you know, every Paydirt seller, even if they tell you there's no guarantee, they know what they put in it. You know, like we were talking about it in the last live show, the Gold Rush bags. I know the person who supplied their gold for every single Gold Rush bag, and they specified he actually would put it in very specific amounts per one. So they knew what gold it was. If you go to Golden Paydirt, they're not just randomly putting a couple pieces in some bag. They have it wired down to how much each bag's going to get. But the thing is, when somebody doesn't guarantee anything, what I was trying to say, and I obviously did a poor job of explaining, is when I do my Paydirt reviews, I typically buy my Paydirt months and months in advance. I mean, sometimes all the way up to 6 months in advance. I actually have ordered Paydirt this month that's not going to be reviewed until January. And if a seller doesn't have a guarantee and I have to sit it on my shelf for 6 months, and if you put down $300 or $400 and find out that it's all bunk, there's nothing you can really do about it. Whereas, you know, if they were all guaranteed 1 gram, then it doesn't matter. If it's sitting on my shelf for a month, 6 months, a year, I know there's 1 gram in that bag. So that's what I meant. Now that they don't know how much gold's in there, I know every company knows how much gold's in there. You know, every single seller, they want to make sure they don't get that complaint. I did not find any gold. So every single company puts a minimum, 3 little tiny pieces of gold in every single bag. Oh, it's unsearched, but look, this gold is plus, 20 mesh, and there's 3 pieces of it. If you buy 30 bags, you're going to find exactly 3 pieces in every bag naturally. And I'm just making fun because on eBay, 90% of their ads say that, our bags are loaded with nuggets, and you get the bag and it's all, 20 mesh gold. Yeah, I really like AB prospecting. It's funny. I was actually going to wear my AB prospecting t-shirt today. But then I was like, I didn't feel like wearing red. And plus, I think I've gained like 2 or 3 pounds. So it's a little bit snug. So I was like, I'll save everyone. Oh, let's pull something out of here. Yep, that's how you guys send them. MillerProspecting.com. This way, the one good thing about my website is you don't have to look at my ugly mug. Everything's just listed there on the side. I have a list, and the main things you only need to look at on my website are the top 10, and then scroll all the way back to the bottom is all the sites to avoid. And I just updated that one. I added 3 more sites to the Paydirt sellers to avoid. I added 3 more. He added 3 new domains. In the last couple, I think in the last month, he added 3 new domains. So I hunted those down and added them to the list. So more gold, more silver. Snag this silver and got it out. There we go. A lot of fine silver. I really should have watched the live show and seen what I was going to have to pan out today. Mentally prepared myself. I remember watching it live and watching him pour stuff in there, but I don't remember him pouring in all the fine gold. I was expecting just big old huge massive nuggets, but again, I'm old, memory shot. Everyone falls for the golden Paydirt. But again, it's, I don't want to say people fall for golden Paydirt, because while golden Paydirt's ads are very pretty and promising, if you actually look on their Facebook, like if I see all their ads and I look at them, if you actually look at the comments, 95% of the comments are horrible, bad comments. So if people are still buying stuff after they see that, like if you run across his website or one of his ads on Google, then I can see you falling for it. But, if you see their posts on Facebook, you should know better. It's a nice little one. All these will definitely be going in the treasure box. Oh, that's awesome, Bierman. Yeah, a lot of these companies, you know, there's always two ways to run a business. There's a way you run the business where you give somebody an actual good product for a good price, and then you get a repeat customer for life. And the other mentality is you sell something for a reasonable price, not cheap, but not expensive, that middle ground product, and it's absolutely garbage. But they'll never come back. You make great profit off of it. And, you know, that's just the way some sellers work, you know. And you can make, I mean, you know, there's a guy who sells a pillow that's absolutely horrible pillow, but he's made, you know, $1 billion off of that pillow because he's convinced everyone, you know, it's a decent pillow and you pay a lot of money for that pillow because he's got fancy ads and things like that. So, you know, Golden's the same way. They just, you know, they're the concept that, you know, they just want one sale. That's it. If they can get one sale, they're happy. Guido, thank you very much, brother. How's it going? You know, and the one problem is, unfortunately, Golden Paydirts are so good, their ads are so convincing. People tend to not buy one bag. They'll buy 5 or 6 or 10. You know, like they'll see the ounce hunt and say, well, let me buy 10 bags. And again, a lot of it has to do with reading. Because I will say, it was Golden Paydirt, if you like go to their website and let's say they're Chase bag, it'll say it. They'll have a little disclaimer on the bottom. It'll say, hey, only one bag will win out of 2,500. So if you buy 10 bags and you don't win, you should, you know, your odds weren't very good. So, and then you can also do the math and realize, you know, he's going to be making $250,000, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up on something in chat. Just give me a second. Yeah, I wouldn't count on it, Metal. A Felix bag. I have, you know, it's one thing. I was talking about Felix just the other day to a really good friend of mine who absolutely loves Felix Paydirt. And he doesn't really buy Paydirt too much anymore. He's kind of, you know, grown out of Paydirt. Um, but he loves Felix. Even to this day, like if I told him he could only buy one bag of Paydirt, he would buy a Felix bag of Paydirt. And the reason being, if you buy a say a $250 bag of Paydirt from him, you're only gonna get 50% ROI, 60% maybe, but it's all gonna be really, really chunky gold. And you know, some people just prefer that. You know, if you buy a $500 bag or $600 bag from Felix, you're gonna get $400 of, you know, 1 gram pickers in there. You know, so you'll get 6 or 7 just honkers, and that's why he loves it, and that's why a lot of the people still buy Felix Paydirt. So just because the gold tends to be really big, I mean, I think the biggest bag I ever bought from Felix for a review was like the $120 bag, which is I think their cheapest bag. Maybe they don't have very cheap Paydirts, but there's just no way I could afford knowing on a 50% ROI to buy anything of their higher end to see what kind of chunky gold they have. But some people just, you know, it's the same thing. Some people only like easy pay dirts. That's why, you know, lynch mining was extremely popular. And they had the brightest, shiniest gold you've probably ever seen. It was super easy to pan out, but, you know, some people, that's what they want when they pan. Mark Sheldon, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. More of that fine gold. It's all starting to float again. More soap. More soap. So yeah, so I mean, well, I'm not a fan of Felix. They don't really, you know, float my boat. Some people, for whatever reason, really like them. You know, and it's not, it's not the worst ROI. I mean, I guess 50%. I mean, back in the day when they first started, 50% was probably pretty good. You know, considering when I first started doing this, most of the bags of Paydirt I was getting had 10, 15% ROIs. You know, so I guess getting a 50% back then was great. You know. GP1s and more. Cheers, brother. Cheers. Even though I'm not really a drinker. Steven Schwant, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Gary Burkholder. And if one of my mods wants to drop the hidden link, make sure everyone goes and leaves a comment in the hidden link so you can get a chance to maybe win a bag of Paydirt from me tonight. More gold, more gold, more silver too. Thank you very much, Ortiz. Because I will be giving away a bag of Paydirt later tonight to someone, hopefully giving away. You'll have to claim it by posting something in live chat, but hopefully we're giving away. Yeah, you kind of been slacking, Keith. And I was just about to say something too. I'm glad you brought it up. It's hard. That's the one thing I will tell you that if you don't put out a video, like, I typically still put out 3 or 4 videos a month. And, it's because I schedule myself to shoot a video on certain days all the time. But if I miss a week, like if I say I don't want to put out a video this week, it's really hard to then the next week shoot a video. And I'm like, man, I really don't want to. I was telling Ed the other day, I had a hard time shooting the last video. Sometimes it's just really hard to get in the mood to shoot a video. Big Texas, how's it going? And then when you skip a week, it gets even harder. The same thing with anything, gym. You don't go to the gym for a couple days, and you start thinking of excuses of why not to go again and again. There's always that like one leaf that just will never go away. Always will just keep coming back into the pan. And that was that leaf. But we've removed it now. I will do a results show tomorrow, so I'm not going to repan through this again, Like again, I think I'm 90% sure it was a half-gram bag, so we'll weigh it up tomorrow and I'll show you what gems and silver I do pick out. Because there's some nice little pretty ones in there. A lot of it's going into the Tuesday tailings, but... Hey, James, thank you very much. I think next week, James, next week is the Ghost Town Paydirt. So next Tuesday, we'll be doing the Ghost Town Paydirt. I think I had you scheduled originally for the last Tuesday of the month, but I moved you up. So next Tuesday is James Culver's, but I'll show you that in a minute. I'll show everyone that once we sit back down. And I force everyone to look at my ugly mug. Some more gold. All right, let's start cleaning this up. I know, I'm excited. It's funny. I don't know what it is about your bag, but your bag has been stuck in my head. I think it's just because it's the bright neon pink bag or pinkish purple. I don't have the best eyes. So even today, like 5 minutes before I came down here to set up my studio, I kept thinking to myself, I was like, oh no, tonight was supposed to be the Ghost Town Paydirt, and I put up the thumbnail for John R's. I'm like, oh no, no. And then I remember I was like, no. I had to go look up. I actually had to go back upstairs and look at my schedule to see, and it's next week. Hey, win. That's all right. Like I said, I know it's always, like I said, it's once you stop doing something in a routine, it's harder and harder to get back into it. But I look forward to new content when you do have it. Yeah, silver and gold will always go up in price. Platinum will fluctuate. Copper, never. Don't stack copper. Never stack copper. Silver or gold, yeah. Don't ever stack copper. I think silver's a safe bet just because mainly, gold is so expensive. Nowadays, it's really hard to get into like stacking gold because it's so expensive. You get one ounce gold bar or, a lot of 1 ounce silver bars, And it's a lot easier if you have silver to say, oh, I got this little bitty thing I need. Let me go sell a couple bars, You stack copper just for fun. I mean, if you get it, like if you win copper or something like that, I'm not telling people to throw it away. I've gotten a lot of free copper rounds over the years. I always just put them back in Paydirts or something else or gave them away. I definitely wouldn't, throw them away. It just, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy them because copper is the most, the one metal that is repurposed the most, More people bring copper in to be recycled than any other metal. So I think it's something like 90% of all the copper in the world keeps getting reused. So, Big Texas. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. You rock. Now, you all know. Now, I'm pointing this out, but I'm not saying anything. But so far, 2 of the people in the Paydirt Championship have tipped something. So Mike over at Gold Nuggets over there thinking, oh man, what should I do? But we all know that doesn't affect it. They're going to win or lose based on their product. I just thought it was funny. I thought of that. 110. Oh, Lord. No. I'd be moving. I will say all Paydirt looks the same on camera. It's funny. I always go to, I watch Vendettas. I don't ever guess because I don't want to win stuff. But I always see the, guess the Paydirt on Vendettas, and it all looks the same to me. I actually even went and saw one time where he did one, and I said, man, I couldn't tell you for the life of me whose Paydirt this is. I said, let me go look at the last one. And I looked at the last one. I said, man, this looks just like the other one. I looked at the one before that. I was like, man, all these Paydirts look the exact same. I mean, unless it's really, really unique, like, some Carolina Paydirt tends to be really, really sandy looking. That's about it. But most Paydirts, tend to look the same to me. On camera, anyway. Off camera, I could tell the difference between a lot of Paydyrts off camera. But on camera, man. I wasn't trying to make you do that, Mike. I was just saying, I just thought it was funny that, three of the people that are in chat are in the championship. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to make all three of y'all just not make it. I mean, not that I think, there would be a big uproar or anything where I'd lose my review license or anything like that, but they tipped before they were in there, but, in the championship months before. Thank you very much, Mike, the other Mike. $10 for the win. Yeah, man. Now, if you win, people are gonna think, man, Dylan got bought for $10. Yeah. I have so many Paydirt sellers sending me emails. Dude, what's your PayPal? I got $10. And I am joking. I am joking. It's one of the reasons why I originally came up with all those criteria that a lot of people don't really care about. It's because I want to make sure every review gets done the exact same over and over and over. And there's not very much of me in there. Oh yeah, Gold Bay's material would dirty up some water. That stuff. I mean, but his Paydyrt's always been dirty. I mean, I remember when Gold Bay used to just send you your stuff in these old nylon like potato sacks. So when you'd get it in the mail, it'd just be like leaving a trail of dust through your house. It's like, the mailman hated delivering that stuff. It was just, it was horrible. And that stuff, once you touched even just bringing the bag near your water would just turn brown. And I am a very cheap date. I am, I tell anyone that asks, I am a very cheap person. I live modestly. Yeah, Roaring Camp's another one that's dirty. But I think Gold Bay, because it was funny, like I remember Gold Bay when they changed their bag and they went to like the coffee bag. That was their big step, was they went to the coffee bag and then they came up with their formula that was less dirty. But then they gave up on that after a couple months. I think what they were doing was they were rinsing the Paydirt to get it less dirty, maybe. Because it looked like the exact same dirt. It just wasn't as, silty. So I think maybe what they were doing was rinsing it, but that probably turned out to be too expensive, time taking, so they gave up on that. And now you just get this dirty old dirt again. But one thing to me is how dirty the water gets isn't really a problem unless the gold is finer. You can have really, really clean dirt where it doesn't a lick, not a speck. Your water could be crystal clear. But if all the gold's 100, minus 100, minus 200 and further, it doesn't matter. You don't care about the water, But then if you get some really, really dirty material, like nasty dirty, but all the gold is plus 10, it doesn't matter either. It all comes down to a combination of the water and the size of the gold. And then again, then the material itself too, because, you can get some material just moves in a pan. Like you will get some material that, it can be dirty water, fine gold. But once you start tapping and just rolling the water around a little bit, the material just moves, like, it wants to get away from the gold. Then you get some material, man, you're just resetting and resetting and resetting because you can't get anything to move. That's the one great thing about sellers, and all the sellers, a lot of them will change up, put up different Paydyrts and things like that. And you get to try all this different material because you would think, dirt and gold is all going to be the exact same. If somebody told you, oh, you're going to be panning for gold, in their mind, the first time someone explained it to you, you're going to think that everything is the same. All the dirt's going to be the same. The gold might, big nuggets, and that's about it. But once you get into it and you start seeing like all the different intricacies in the dirt itself and how it pans, the gold sizes, and that's what makes it so much fun. Every pan is a different adventure. Definitely a shiny little pan. Get rid of some of the silver. We don't want no silver in here. That's some pyrite. That's just a rock. That's just a rock too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Micro gold is super tough in any type of water, but and I'm trying to point out is it's just a combination of everything. Because I've had, I tell people all the time, usually if I miss something in my reviews, because I do go back and repan everything like 2 or 3 times, depending on the material and if I felt I've missed a lot. And probably 90% of the time, unless it's like super fine gold, like minus 100 gold, 90% of the time, if I miss gold, it's in the plus 10. 90% of the time, I will miss a flat piece of gold in the plus 10 that will skate out. And it's probably because of the fact that I wasn't using the big riffles. Which is why I catch it the second time, because the second time I pan it, I do use the big riffles. But hey, Joey Brown, how's it going? Sean McClellan, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Tail end of it, but still here. And that's also why some people tend to get their favorite Paydyrts, is because they enjoy panning out that stuff. Like there's certain things there are certain Paydyrts that even though I might like the seller and they might get great reviews on my channel and stuff like that, some sellers Paydirt, I just don't like panning. Just the dirt itself. Like I'll like the company, I'll like everything about it. The numbers might match and all that, but I just don't find them as much fun. Like I've told people, and I'll always say it, gnome beach sands are my favorite thing to pan out. The garnet sands, I just love garnet sands. I think they're my favorite thing to pan out. I actually even really enjoy like stuff that's got all the fairy poop in it, from shale to mica, things like that. I find those to be really, really fun. But the one thing that drives me crazy, that's hard to pan to me, are shells, crushed shells. Oh my God. Those things just drive me batty. For whatever reason, I can just never get them to move the way I want. Like normal beach sands, oh man, those things drive me crazy. Get rid of these couple of pieces. Gnome is your bucket list? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to cry. I mean, I think I'm going to cry when I eventually run out. So a while back, I used to have a Patreon member. I guess it was like 2 years ago. a little bit over 2 years ago, and he lived in Nome, and he was a miner in Nome, but he was a beach miner. He didn't go out there and go on the dredges or any of that. He's old timer that used to go on the part time on the weekends when he wasn't working or something. He'd just go to the beach and dig straight down for a while. And one day he told me, he's like, "Oh, I can send you a bag of Paydirt." And I said, "Oh man, I love to. I want some of that actual stuff." He's like, he wasn't gonna run it through a sluice or anything else. He's just gonna put it in a box for me and send it to me. So I told him, "Oh, great, man. I'll pay you. I'll pay you for the shipping or whatever." The next thing I know, I had 2 large Priority Mail boxes just stuffed to the gills with the beach sands, and I've given away a ton of it. I've mailed some to people, put it in my canned Paydirt, but I'm down to like 1 Tupperware full, and I'm like, "Oh man, what am I gonna do when I run out? I'm gonna have to go to Nome, I guess." So. Either that or Keith and Win, when y'all if y'all beat me there, you'll have to mail me some. Little banana piece of gold is blocking. But here we go. Yeah, I'd love to go to Nome, Alaska, anywhere. Yeah, my bucket list would probably be 2 places I would really love to visit is Nome, just to go visit their beaches, just because you can just go to their beach and just start, shoveling dirt into a gold cube. I'd love to go there. Another one is I would really like to go try out the Skookum Gold Camp in that Miners Depot runs, because that place looks absolutely beautiful. They did an amazing job. Like, I've seen gold camps. I've looked at all the gold camps, the Roaring Camp Gold, all these other gold camps they have. But that Skookum one is a nice place. I mean, that place looks really good. So there we go. There's the gold from John R. Prospecting. 1/2 gram probably. We'll have to see. I will weigh it up tomorrow. Some pictures of some of the gems and stuff that you won't be able to see here. Let me dump them in. The ones that I did catch. Most of it went into the Tuesday tailings, but I'll take a picture with the ones I did find. All right, let's go. Make y'all look at my ugly mug. Pick a winner. All right. Insert. There you go. All right. Shrink down the gold. There we go. Make y'all look at my ugly mug. Open up chat, see what we got there. Yeah, Chicken Alaska is a good place too. Yeah. Who's the seller out of Chicken Alaska? Chicken Miner. Duh. I think Chicken Miner has a gold camp. I think Chicken Miner lets you go on their property. So yeah. Oh, I didn't even pull out a Tuesday tailings bag today. Yeah, it's forgetting something. Yeah, we'll pull one out of the middle. So, but yeah, make sure you go leave a comment in the hidden video so you can have a chance to win this Tuesday tailings with a 1/4 gram of gold in it and plus 1 entry later to be held in like 4 weeks, 3 weeks, the 1 ounce Silvertown Prospector bar, and not a fake one like from my video. These are real ones. And who else did I see pop in? Oh, well, I thought I saw someone pop into the chat that I hadn't said hi to, but oh well. You know, I'm thinking about you. I'm saying hi to you, so. Anyone I might have missed tonight, I apologize. I try to say hi to everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. I appreciate you being here and watching me pan out. Always do. Appreciate everyone who shows up to watch this, watch my videos. Thumbs up. Help support the channel any way you can. Gary Faust, how's it going? There you go. I've got a video. Oh, man, I need to do that. Oh. Maybe I'll try. So I do have a video coming out Saturday. It's going to be a really, really short video. It's just something I made for Jason over at Flower Gold Wizards. I'm just going to be showing you. It's just me making it, then sending it off to him. And then I might try to do a magnetic video. Oh, it's on my list. I do have some magnetic gold. So I wanted to put it on there to do a video, kind of a, you know, spoof on clashes, but we'll have to see. Maybe I'll have time to do that. Maybe not. We'll have to see. But thank you for joining the channel, Gary. I appreciate it. I don't think I had said hi to you earlier. More canned Paydirt in the future. Where is mine at? I will probably do one more, maybe. Actually, no. There won't be another canned Paydirt because the canned Paydirt, like I said, that's always been gnome. The canned Paydirt has always been my gnome Paydirt. And I have enough gnome Paydirt to make some for myself to save, you know, so I can be buried with it. And then I have some that will make 12 more bags of Paydirt, and they're going to be different bags of Paydirt. So those gnome will go in there. So unless I get a new supply of gnome dirt, I probably won't do canned Paydirt again. And another reason is a couple other sellers have done canned Paydirt now. A couple other sellers have started using those because they're really cool. So I probably will retire those. I do have I have some Paydirt coming out end of this month or beginning of next month, whenever I get the time to actually make them. But then in a couple months, probably first of the year, I've got a new specialty bag of Paydirt coming out. So probably not anytime soon, any canned Paydirt. And I don't even have the cans, and that's the problem. To get them, I'd have to buy 12 of them. So unless I want to sell the Paydirt, you know, because I actually thought I was thinking about sending someone one. Then I was like, man, then I have to buy 12 more cans, and I'll have 11 sitting there. So, but I do have some. I will be doing the the Paydirt that I gave away for the last Patreon. I'll be selling some of those with the mini pans, which I probably don't have any of. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any of the mini pans down here, but the next Paydirt will be the bagged Paydirts with, you know, they'll come in the bag. And these are the new bags. I got new bags in. The other ones I had weren't as good as these. These are a little bit better. The printing's a little bit better on these. And then the mini pan. So hopefully that answers your question in a really long way. Can do better. And how's it going, brother? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. So yeah, so let me read off the names. We're going to be giving away Tuesday Tailings. And as always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with this giveaway. It's 100% on me, by me, etc., etc., etc. And let's see, who's ineligible? So we have, if you've previously won out of the last 8 bags, you are ineligible unless you're a Patreon member, so you know if you're a Patreon member or not. But ineligible, SRIP63, John Gear, Ryan C, Dave B, Jeremy Gilbreth, and Mr. Minix. Big Texas and HD also won, but they're Patreon members. So for this batch of 12, I told anyone who's a Patreon member they can win twice or 3 times. So they'll still be eligible. Anyone else is also still eligible if you're in the United States, because I can only ship it to the United States. Anywhere else, I can't really ship it. Overseas, it's just not worth it for a quarter gram of gold. So, but I appreciate it if you're watching the show. I just can't send you this Paydirt overseas. And the next 12-week batch we do, we probably won't do the Patreon thing again. I think I'm going to do something different. If you're a Patreon member and you enter and win, I'll probably just add something extra, you know. Rich Peterson, thank you very much. And thank you for joining the chat. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know, is Nightbot posting links to your channel? He should be. I think he was supposed to. I'll double check and post the link if not. Here, let me go open up and see what Nightbot's doing. But yeah, if you are already not a subscriber to John R. Prospecting's channel, make sure you go over there and subscribe to his channel and subscribe to everyone that's listed here. No, I didn't put it in there. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Man, I thought I had his timer. Oh man, I really apologize for that. Here, if one of my mods wants to go pull John R's channel and put it in there, I would really appreciate that. I had meant to put in his timer your channel link to your channel. And I apologize. I really apologize for that, man. But there we go. If you are not a subscriber to anyone here, including Big Texas, HD Shovelhead, Only Pants, T-Rep, A3 Sky Warrior, anyone else on this list, and especially John R. Prospecting, because, you know, I got this bag of Paydirt from him for free. So James Culver, make sure you go subscribe to him, because this is the bag I'll be going through next week as well. So it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to a channel, and it usually makes their day when they see they have more subscribers when they wake up and check. When you get old like me, I stopped checking a long time ago. I don't look at anything on YouTube anymore. I gave up on all that. But especially when you're under 1,000 or you just hit 1,000, every little bit helps. So make sure you go and check them out. Subscribe to them. And I apologize. I even went and pulled your link. And I guess when I was writing it and I was putting down what Nightbot was supposed to say under each little thing that he says or reply, I forgot to add the link. I apologize. So. But it was a fun Paydirt. It was really fun to pan out. I really appreciate that. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the crystalline silver, but I know someone from Tuesday Tailings will, because all this stuff will be dumped into the Tuesday Tailings. Not the gold. The gold I'm going to keep whatever I didn't miss, but, you know. No, hold on. There you go. Yeah, so if you're not subscribed to somebody in chat and you see them, a lot of times they'll tell you, you just based on chat, a lot of times you'll see somebody say, you know, Keith and Wynn were talking about they hadn't posted anything in a year. So if you haven't watched anything from Keith and Wynn in a year, go make sure you're subscribed to them, because YouTube might have unsubscribed you from their channel. So, you know, like I said, everyone appreciates subscriptions. I'm subscribed to a lot of people that I don't watch their videos just because, you know, they do Paydirt reviews, and I typically don't watch other reviews because it might bias my future reviews. I don't want to know some seller, you know, ship something in this, or, you know, they add these extra freebies. I want everything to be a surprise to me, but I still follow all of them, you know. And I do watch some, like if after I reviewed somebody, I'll watch to see if they drop a review on the same person, especially if I'm the first one to review them and I see them do it. I'll watch to see if they got the same results. So, and it doesn't cost you anything, and you can always just not watch their videos. Yeah. But all right, so yeah, let's go. Before we go pull the name, I do so next Tuesday. Again, next Tuesday we'll be doing Culver's Ghost Town Paydirt. And why is my cam not up? All right. Yeah, we'll be going through Culver's Ghost Town Paydirt next week. This should be fun. I'm really excited for this one. I've been waiting on this one. I don't know why. I think it's the bright pink bag that's just stuck in my brain, so I want to do that. Saturday, we will have a really short premiere on Saturday. I mean, it's probably going to be 5-6 minutes. But now that I say that, you know, once I'm edited, it's probably 10 or 12, just like normal. But it should be a shorter video because it's just me making something to send over to Jason over at Flower Gold Wizards. And that's about it. I might try to throw in another video, but it'll be 5 minutes, 2 tops, if even that. So I will have some shorter videos this Saturday. And then coming up soon, if you're a Patreon member, maybe Friday, I will have. If not, it won't be until like next week. But I do have the part 2 championship shot and done. So I will try and upload it early for my Patreon members. You know, so we'll have to see. Yeah, YouTube really doesn't want you. They don't want you hitting 1,000. And then the way YouTube works is when they hit certain metrics. Here, let me get rid of the panning cam. When so many channels hit a certain metric, they changed the metrics. That's the way it works. You know, when I first started my channel, I think, you know, I needed to get, I forget what it was, like 250 subscribers to monetize my channel and get so and so and so and so. And I think right before I got there, they changed it to 1,000. You had to get 1,000 subscribers. That was the minimum to get there. And I got the 1,000 subs, and I was like, okay, now I can monetize my channel. Yeah, If your channel's monetized, you know why I'm laughing. So I got my channel monetized, but then, you know, I started hearing, then they changed it after that. After I got my 1,000, shortly after that, they changed it where not only did you need 1,000 subs, you also needed X number of hours being watched. And then people started doing, you know, 24-hour live streams as part of their viewing, so they get the view hours. And then YouTube changed it again, and YouTube's always going to do that. You know, they're going to keep changing, making it harder and harder and harder. They've gotten really, really good at having their computers or their bots or whatever it is kick people off and unsubscribe people. So once you hit a certain level, it's really hard to get any further. You know, I will look at my channel every once in a while and I'll say, okay, I think I have 10,785. And I've had that same number for like a month now. Because it'll go up. It'll go up like 30, then it'll drop down 30, then it'll go up 10, drop down 20, and then go up 10. It's just, you know. I just want to hit 500. Well, if you haven't subscribed to Wrenches, make sure you go hit Wrenches. Yeah, that's why, like I said, I don't ever pay attention to anything on my YouTube. I do what I enjoy. I enjoy Paydirt reviews. I enjoy digging into a bag of Paydirt and finding out if it's good or it's bad or it's ugly. And I enjoy it. And if people enjoy watching my video, whether it's one person or 10,000, I'm still going to make the video. I'm going to enjoy that video, and I'm going to enjoy making it. And I'm going to have the same zest when I make that video as the other ones. Now, sometimes I make some videos that, you know, I really am excited about that might not have anything to do with Paydirt, and some people don't watch those, and some people do, but it's because I'm enjoying making the videos. And that's why you should do anything in life. It's because you enjoy it, you know? It's the same reason when you hear people that tell you, oh, they went out to the creek and they found one piece of gold, but they had fun. You know, that's why you do something. So, not to be fun on my Only Grams channel. So, all right, let me go make sure everything is all set up for the giveaway. And we're going to give some stuff away, if I can find what I'm doing here. There we go. Make sure all the comments are going through. So yeah, as long as I'm buying Paydirt, I'll be shooting reviews, you know. Fans, no fans. Yeah, I'll bet you were probably clicking on everyone that's like, oh, this website, man, I cannot find it. Where's the gold panning at? That looks like a bikini. Excuse me. So, all right, let's go give away a bag of Paydirt. Oh, not this one. Oh, I'm not giving away my culvert. See, I'm telling you, man, it's something about this. It makes me keep wanting to grab it all the time. I got to move it far away. We're not giving away that. We're giving away this. So this is what we're giving away. And again, ineligibles, anyone that's not in the United States, you're ineligible. Strip63, John Gear, Ryan C, Dave B, Jeremy Gilbreth, and Mr. Minix. So if I pull any of those names, we'll just pick a new name. And then what else? Oh, and if I do pull your name, you must post something in the live chat before the end of the show to claim your prize. So there you go. Let's shrink down the ugly mug. Oh, no. Did I just do that? I'm just combobulated. There we go. Shrink down the ugly mug. There we go. Miller Prospecting. Last video, M&M Paydirt. Top 10, last 100 reviews. I haven't added the 322 up there because I was behind on my paperwork stuff. Worst 25 ROIs of all time. And this, I don't think everyone needs to pay attention to these too much because some of these might have been really old. But this is, I think, the key one. I don't know if it's showing up. Let me see. Is it even showing up? Yeah. Sellers to avoid. If you want to do anything on my website, go to the sellers to avoid. That is the one list you should bookmark. And if you bookmark their main page, if you ever happen to go to their website and you see that little star and you save the bookmark and it says do not buy from, you'll know not to buy from any of these Paydirts because they're all garbage, in my opinion. So There we go. And now, let's get to the good stuff. Give away a bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. It's a tough dirt. Well, that's good. So I'll definitely have to make sure that's next week that I'm thinking about having a long show. So pink, nothing wrong with pink. I wear pink shirts all the time. I have a nice pink shirt. I have a nice fuchsia shirt. I have no problem. I like pink. That's what I'm thinking. It's just because it's always drawn me to it. So I told my daughter I'm wearing a bright pink t-shirt when I go see the Barbie movie. I'm probably not going to ever go see the Barbie movie in the theater. It'll be on my couch, but I'll be wearing a pink shirt when I watch it on my couch with my kids. So, all right, let's post a link. There we go. There's the link. Let's fetch, include replies, and good luck, everyone. Thank you all for joining me on chat. Let's pick the winner. 52 comments. Well, there you go. Definitely rigged. HD Shovel Ed. Well, there you go. HD Shovel Ed. Seems like I just wrote this last week. But congratulations to HD Shovel Ed. Totally rigged. Totally rigged. Should we give out another bag? Because I'm not obligated. It'll just be bag number 10. We're just going to give away another bag. So, here. There we go. Here, we're going to give out another one, too. Here, we'll pick out another winner. If it's HD again, then I give up. All right, so there we go. Katie Bobinich. So, Katie Bobinich is bag number 10. So let me write on the bags. Here, I'll write on these. HD. There we go. So Katie Bobinich must post something in the chat before the end of the show to claim the other bag. Yeah, no way, Shima. No way. I know I should have a rule that mods can't join, right? Then they wouldn't want to be mods. I wouldn't have any mods if I banned them from having a chance because they're here every time. I will say that the odds that mods don't win more often is pretty surprising considering that the mods are in every single show. A lot of people miss one or two, come back and forth. You're welcome, Katie. So I will post my email. Make sure you email me with your address so I can send this to you. Dylan@MillerProspecting.com. If not, you can just go to my website, Miller Prospecting. It has my thing. And again, both of you will have one entry from this week. So HD is going to have 2 entries for the 1 ounce silver bar. And if he wins the 1 ounce silver bar, I will retire because it is obviously I have sold my soul to HD Shovel Ed to rig this entire thing. But all right, there we go. Ugly mug time, full screen. Congratulations to Katie. And HD Shovel Ed again. So then we have what? We have 2 bags left. So we have 2 bags. I'll pull out Katie's bag. So we got 2 more bags to give away. So the next 2 shows. And then I guess it's on for the August Patreon show, we will give away the silver bar. So that will be the first Tuesday in September. The first Tuesday in September, we'll give away the 1 ounce silver bar. So if you miss any of the other shows, make sure you show up for the first Tuesday in September. And we'll be giving away the 1 ounce Silvertown silver bar. So, but I think that's going to be it. We'll wrap everything up. Again, Saturday, I will have a short video. Not going to be much, a couple minutes tops. I keep saying that, but it's going to end up being long. I know it 'cause I haven't even edited or shot parts of it. But it should be a shorter video. But then next Tuesday, Culver's Ghost Town Paydirt. I'm super excited for this one. He says it's going to be hard to pan out. And hopefully no ghosts come out of the bag when we open it because I don't need my house to be haunted or anything. So I appreciate everyone who joined me on this show, especially HD, my mod, Ortiz, Donna. Thank you very much for being here. Wheeze and Geezer took time away from his big game hunting to come be a mod. I appreciate that. To everyone who subscribes to my channel, I appreciate that. And everyone who donated tonight, I really, really appreciate that. And there was somebody else I wanted to thank. Oh, yeah, and John R. Prospecting for letting me win. I don't typically enter contests because I don't want to win bags of Paydirt, but I did enter that one and I did win. So I really appreciate it. It was a fun bag of Paydirt. Tomorrow I will do a results video, and that'll be up tomorrow at 7, so you can see how much gold I actually won and some of the pictures. So, but thanks everyone. Have a great week, and I hopefully will see you all Saturday. If not, though, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday's a Cull vs. Paydirt. You got to be here for next Tuesday's Cull vs. Paydirt. So, thanks everyone. Appreciate you all, and see you next time.